The New England Patriots have been quietly building something special this postseason, and now it seems like everything is aligning perfectly as they prepare for the biggest stage in football. While the Seahawks have impressed many with their explosive offense, there is a narrative that must be addressed before anyone gets ahead of themselves. The Patriots' defense has been nothing short of dominant in every aspect of their game, particularly in the trenches, is giving them a significant advantage that might go unnoticed by casual fans. Looking at the numbers, the Patriots are holding opponents to an average of just over 8 points per game in the playoffs, an achievement that speaks volumes about their preparation, discipline, and execution. This is not just luck, this is a defense operating at an elite level, where every player on the line contributes to a cohesive unit capable of disrupting even the most dynamic offenses. When you consider that they have already faced some of the top defenses in the league during this postseason, including the Texans, the Broncos, and the Chargers, it becomes clear that this team is battle-tested and thriving under pressure. Their ability to rise to the occasion against high-caliber competition has defined their playoff run. And the upcoming matchup against the Seahawks will be yet another testament to their dominance. The interior defensive line has emerged as the cornerstone of this Patriots team, with players like Milton Williams and Christian Barmore making life incredibly difficult for opposing quarterbacks. The pressure they generate, whether through hurries, sacks, or constant disruption, has been instrumental in shaping the narrative around the team's postseason success. While some might focus on individual stars in the backfield or flashy plays on offense, the real story lies in these two defensive tackles who have consistently taken over games without needing to be in the spotlight. Their performance underlines a philosophy that has guided the Patriots throughout the season. Defense wins championships. The Seahawks, despite their offensive firepower, have yet to encounter a defensive line capable of matching the intensity, precision, and versatility that New England brings. This is particularly concerning when you consider the role of pressure on Sam Darnold, who has historically struggled when the pocket collapses and defenders are relentless. His previous postseason appearances and moments under pressure with other teams have shown that when the heat is turned up, mistakes can happen, and the Patriots are more than prepared to apply that heat consistently. The matchup is shaping up to be a battle of execution and composure, and the Patriots are entering it with confidence earned through performance rather than hype. Another critical factor in the Patriots' edge is the way they rotate their defensive front. To maintain peak performance throughout the game, players like Tonga and others in the rotation ensure that the defensive line remains fresh and aggressive, capable of sustaining pressure across all 4 quarters. This depth allows New England to operate at a level that few teams can match, particularly against an offense that relies on rhythm and timing. The Seahawks' offensive line, despite its experience, will be tested repeatedly by this constant wave of energy and skill in games where the Patriots have dominated. The story has always been about the defensive front breaking down plays before they even develop. By controlling the line of scrimmage, they force the quarterback into hurried decisions, which often result in turnovers or stalled drives. It is a methodical, calculated approach that demonstrates the intelligence and preparation of the coaching staff, as well as the discipline of the players. For casual viewers, the impact of this strategy may be underestimated, but for those paying attention, it is the defining element of the Patriots' postseason journey. Milton Williams and Christian Barmore, in particular, have been virtually unstoppable when it comes to collapsing pockets and disrupting timing. Williams, despite missing some time earlier in the season, has returned with an intensity that only enhances the team's overall effectiveness. Barmore has been a constant presence, demanding attention from double teams and opening lanes for teammates to make plays. This combination has created a nightmare scenario for opposing quarterbacks, who must navigate a wall of talent in order to execute their game plan. The Seahawks' Sam Darnold, while capable, has not faced this type of relentless interior pressure in the playoffs, and history suggests that such pressure can drastically alter performance. The Patriots' ability to generate it from multiple angles ensures that no quarterback can feel comfortable in the pocket, ultimately forcing errors that have become a hallmark of New England's playoff strategy every step of the way. The Patriots have proven they can dominate critical moments, and their defensive line is the engine driving that dominance. While offensive storylines often steal headlines, the real narrative to follow here is the interplay between pressure and execution on defense. As the Patriots move toward the Super Bowl, it is not just the individual stats that matter, but the collective impact of a unit operating with Precision, every sack, every hurry, and every quarterback disruption compounds into a momentum shift that the offense must respond to, often under severe duress. The Seahawks' high-powered attack will face a level of adversity they have not yet experienced this postseason, and the outcome of that battle in the trenches will likely dictate the flow of the game. New England's defensive line, anchored by Williams and Barmore, is capable of not only controlling the line of scrimmage, but also setting the tone for the entire game. Their performance is a combination of physical dominance, strategic awareness, and relentless effort, all of which make them an unstoppable force when firing on all cylinders. Injuries have become part of the conversation, but the Patriots appear well-positioned to navigate them. With just under 2 weeks to the Super Bowl, key players are expected to return to full strength, and there is cautious optimism regarding the health of individuals who have been monitored closely. Maye's recent shoulder issue has caused some concern among fans, but evidence suggests he will be able to participate, minimizing any potential impact on team dynamics. Likewise, Spain's ankle injury, while notable, does not appear to be a long-term concern, providing reassurance that the team can maintain its rhythm and intensity. The preparation time leading up to the Super Bowl ensures that players have adequate recovery, while still allowing coaches to fine-tune strategies to exploit weaknesses in the opposition. Health management and recovery have become just as critical as tactical preparation, and New England seems to have a handle on both. The Patriots' approach has always been rooted in meticulous planning and execution, and this postseason is no exception. Their defensive strategy, particularly against elite offenses, is centered on creating pressure and exploiting tendencies, and they have done so with remarkable efficiency. The Seahawks' offensive line, despite being skilled, faces an uphill battle against a unit that has mastered timing, angles, and coordination. The ability of the Patriots to rotate personnel, adjust schemes on the fly, and maintain intensity for the full game presents a unique challenge for any quarterback. In particular, Sam Darnold will need to navigate a gauntlet of activity along the interior line, and history indicates that such pressure can result in mistakes, turnovers, or stalled drives. Every decision he makes will be scrutinized by the Patriots' defensive front, and the consistent execution of New England's plan makes it extremely difficult for opposing offenses to gain any rhythm. This matchup is less about individual talent and more about system dominance, and the Patriots are proving that their system is firing on all cylinders. Ultimately, the key story here is the combination of elite interior defensive play, consistent rotation, and quarterback pressure that has defined New England's postseason. Milton Williams and Christian Barmore have emerged as dominant forces, dictating the flow of games and forcing opposing offenses to adjust constantly. Their ability to collapse pockets, generate sacks, and disrupt timing has elevated the Patriots to a level of effectiveness that few teams can match. The Seahawks' offense, while explosive, will be tested in ways they have not yet experienced this postseason, and the battle along the line of scrimmage will likely determine the flow of the game. Add to that the careful management of injuries and preparation time for the Super Bowl, and the Patriots are presenting a complete, disciplined, and dominant unit ready to challenge any opponent. The narrative is clear. This team is operating at peak performance, and the defensive line is the engine driving their success, setting the stage for what promises to be a thrilling and hard-fought contest in the Super Bowl. As the Patriots gear up for the Super Bowl, attention naturally shifts to the strategic nuances that could decide the game. While most fans focus on explosive plays and highlight real moments, the true battle will unfold in the trenches, where the Patriots' defensive front continues to redefine dominance. Milton Williams and Christian Barmore have consistently altered the flow of every game, demonstrating an uncanny ability to collapse pockets and force quarterbacks into hurried decisions. The significance of their presence cannot be overstated. Opposing offensive lines are forced into reactive schemes, constantly adjusting to neutralize threats that never seem to disappear. The rotational depth of New England's defensive front adds another layer of difficulty, allowing them to maintain relentless pressure across all 4 quarters. This type of preparation and execution is precisely why the Patriots have remained undefeated against top-tier defenses in this postseason. And it underscores a broader point: elite offenses have yet to face a team that operates with such precision and cohesion at every level. Every sack, every hurried throw, and every disruption contributes to a larger narrative that few teams can challenge. And the Seahawks are about to experience it firsthand. The matchup against Sam Darnold is particularly compelling, historically. Darnold has struggled when faced with interior pressure that comes from multiple angles and forces rapid decision-making. His previous postseason appearances and moments with other teams have shown that sustained pressure can disrupt rhythm, accuracy, and confidence. The Patriots' defensive line is uniquely equipped to exploit these vulnerabilities. Williams and Barmore do not just generate raw power, they manipulate angles, anticipate movements, and force the quarterback into uncomfortable positions. The combination of physical dominance and mental precision creates a scenario where even a minor misstep can lead to a turnover or stalled drive. This is not speculation, it is a trend that has repeated itself throughout the playoffs. The Seahawks, while offensively talented, have yet to face this level of strategic intensity, and the Patriots' ability to consistently execute in high-pressure situations gives them a distinct advantage that cannot be ignored. Rotation and depth are also critical to the Patriots' approach. While many teams rely heavily on their starters to carry the load, New England's defensive front ensures that fresh legs are always ready to sustain pressure. Tonga and other rotation players play an essential role, allowing Williams and Barmore to operate at peak efficiency without fatigue. This depth is particularly important when facing an offense like Seattle's, which relies on tempo, timing, and rhythm to operate effectively. By rotating personnel strategically, the Patriots maintain constant pressure and avoid allowing the quarterback and offensive line to settle into a comfortable pace. This relentless approach forces mistakes, limits opportunities for big plays, and creates a psychological advantage that builds as the game progresses. In essence, the Patriots' defensive strategy is not merely about physicality, it is about control, tempo, and mental dominance. While the defensive narrative dominates, offensive considerations cannot be overlooked. Drake Maye's recent shoulder concern has been a topic of discussion, but current reports suggest he will be ready and fully capable for the Super Bowl. His ability to perform at a high level under pressure will be crucial, and the Patriots' coaching staff is managing both recovery and preparation carefully. Spain's ankle issue also appears manageable, allowing key players to participate fully and maintain the team's rhythm. The combination of health management, tactical preparation, and strategic execution positions the Patriots to operate with both confidence and flexibility. Injuries, often a concern in high-stakes games, are being mitigated through careful planning, ensuring that the team's core strength is intact. This balance between physical readiness and mental preparation is yet another advantage that the Patriots bring into the most critical game of the season. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. Your support helps us bring you the latest updates on the New England Patriots, and of course, drop your thoughts in the comments. We love hearing from Patriots fans. A quiet but persistent murmur has begun to circulate around New England, one that has little to do with playbooks or formations and everything to do with power, patience, and pride. According to sources close to the locker room, Drake Maye's camp is increasingly uneasy with the direction the franchise may be considering at the most sensitive position in sports. The rumor gaining traction suggests an ultimatum has been floated behind closed doors. If a certain figure arrives, Maye would seriously consider walking away from the Patriots project altogether. The story, still wrapped in speculation, points to the possibility of New England exploring the market for a high-profile addition under center, whether that means a veteran star, a controversial name, or simply a quarterback whose presence would reshape the depth chart. The mere idea appears to have struck a nerve. Those familiar with Maye's mindset describe him as confident but calculating, fully aware that his early years in the league are critical for development and legacy. Sharing the spotlight, or worse, being pushed aside, is said to be a scenario he is unwilling to entertain. Inside the organization, the message is believed to have landed with mixed reactions. Some see it as a bold stance from a young quarterback determined to control his destiny. Others interpret it as a risky move that could strain a franchise known for valuing structure over individual demands. Still, the Patriots are in a transitional phase, and every major decision feels magnified. What makes the situation particularly intriguing is the silence from all official channels. No denials, no confirmations, only a growing sense that something significant is brewing beneath the surface. In New England, quarterbacks are more than players. They are symbols. If this rumored ultimatum is real, it signals not just a personal line in the sand from Drake Maye, but a defining crossroads for the Patriots themselves. That's it for today's update. If you enjoyed the video, And want to keep receiving fresh and exclusive Patriots news, make sure to subscribe and hit like. We always appreciate hearing your opinions in the comments. See you in the next one. Patriots Nation.